In the middle of a frozen wasteland, Soviet scientists began drilling a hole into the Earth. Not a mine, not a tunnel, a hole. Their goal was simple: dig deeper than humanity had ever gone before. At first, it sounded like an ordinary scientific experiment, but the deeper they drilled, the stranger things became. Temperatures rose beyond expectations, equipment started failing. Strange geological discoveries appeared underground, and eventually, terrifying rumors began spreading across the world. Rumors that scientists had dug so deep, they heard sounds coming from inside the Earth itself. Some people called it the well to hell, and decades later, the hole still exists. The year was 1970, the Cold War was at its peak. The United States and the Soviet Union were competing in everything: space, weapons, science, technology, and deep beneath the Arctic Circle. The Soviets started one of the strangest scientific projects in history. It was called the Kola Superdeep Borehole. Their objective was ambitious: drill deeper into Earth's crust than anyone ever had before. Scientists wanted to study the planet itself, the layers underground, the rocks, the ancient geological history hidden beneath humanity's feet. At first, progress was slow but successful. The drill pushed deeper and deeper underground, past the depths of ordinary minds, past anything humans had ever reached before. Every kilometer broke new records, and the deeper they went, the stranger the Earth became. Most people imagine the Earth underground is calm and solid, but deep below the surface, the planet becomes violent. Temperatures rise rapidly, pressure becomes enormous, rocks begin behaving strangely. Equipment starts breaking under conditions humans were never meant to reach. As the Soviet drill descended, scientists encountered massive unexpected problems. The temperature underground became far hotter than predicted. Scientists expected around 100 degrees Celsius. Instead, temperatures reached nearly 180 degrees, hot enough to warp equipment, melt components, and make drilling almost impossible. But they kept going, because the deeper they drilled, the more valuable the discoveries became. They discovered underground water trapped deep inside rocks, tiny fossils billions of years old, strange geological formations nobody expected to exist. Every layer revealed something ancient, something hidden, something untouched for billions of years. Eventually, the borehole reached over 12 kilometers deep, more than 40,000 feet underground, deeper than Mount Everest is tall. And despite all modern technology, humans still have never gone deeper, which is terrifying when you realize something. Earth's crust itself is incredibly thick. Even after drilling for decades, humanity barely scratched the surface of the planet. If the Earth were an apple, the Kola borehole wouldn't even pierce the skin. That realization disturbed a lot of people, because it revealed how little humans actually understand about the planet beneath them. We know more about parts of space than we know about deep underground Earth. Then the internet discovered the story, and things became much stranger. In the late 1980s, bizarre rumors started spreading, according to the story. Soviet scientists lowered microphones deep into the borehole and recorded terrifying sounds. Human screams, thousands of voices crying in pain underground. Some newspapers claimed the scientists became horrified. Others claimed the project was shut down immediately afterward. Religious groups called it proof of hell. The story spread rapidly across the world, especially during the early internet era. People became obsessed. Audio recordings labeled "Screams from Hell" spread across websites, forums, and chain emails. Millions of people listened to the recordings, and many genuinely believed them. But there was one problem. None of it was real. The famous audio recordings were fake, edited using sound effects from horror media. The Well to Hell story was mostly an urban legend, but strangely, the truth remained unsettling anyway. Because the real project was still terrifying. Scientists really did drill deeper than humanity ever had before. They really encountered impossible conditions underground. The temperatures really became extreme. The pressure really destroyed equipment, and eventually, the project became too expensive and too difficult to continue. In 1992, drilling stopped completely. The hole was abandoned. Today, the site is mostly empty. Rusting equipment, abandoned buildings, frozen ruins in the Arctic wilderness. And somewhere beneath it all, a narrow artificial hole stretches over 12 kilometers deep into Earth. Still there, still untouched, still descending into darkness. There's something deeply unsettling about holes, especially deep ones. The ocean, caves, endless pits. Humanity fears depths we cannot see, because deep places trigger something ancient inside the human brain. Fear of the unknown, fear of being trapped, fear of darkness, fear of what might exist beyond human reach. The Kola borehole became famous not just because of science, but because it activated those fears perfectly. A tiny man-made hole descending farther into Earth than any human had ever gone before. A hole so deep that people started creating myths to explain it. The Kola Superdeep Borehole remains one of humanity's strangest scientific projects. Not because scientists found monsters underground, or because they discovered hell, but because the project revealed something uncomfortable. Humans know surprisingly little about the world beneath their feet. We build cities, countries, entire civilizations on top of a planet we barely understand. And despite all modern technology, humanity has still never reached the Earth's mantle. We still don't fully know what lies deep below us, which means somewhere beneath the surface of the Earth, there are still places no human has ever seen. Humans tried digging deeper than ever before, and after decades of drilling, we barely scratched the surface.